Hi guys, welcome back to Iggy's Toy Parade and Soldier Review. This is your host Iggy, and today I'm sharing something with you that's a particular favorite of mine, and that's these Star Wars Unleashed by Hasbro, and they are in 54 millimeter or 132 scale. And I really love these. I wish I could have gotten more, but at the time that I discovered them, they had already gone clearance. So I bought as much as I could, and that's what I'm presenting to you today. Now, this is half of it because I still have Imperials to show you, but I think the rebels that I got are more impressive than the Imperials. But you'll see what I mean in the next video. The Imperials didn't come with these cool accessory pieces, such as these blasters here, laser cannons. And what's cool about it is they came, well, actually, it was frigid about it because we're talking about Hoth. Um, it came in separate pieces, but you can join them all together. See that? You could join them all together. And I think there was one set that came with one of these and one of these, and I bought these separately. And of course, the figures came in packs also. I wish I could tell you. I'm guessing they were blister carded and that these were boxed. But to tell you the truth, guys, I don't remember anymore. These are from 2006. And not long after I bought these in 2007, I had to leave my home in a hurry. And so they went right into storage. I was concerned that I had lost these because after going through quite a bit of storage with you, I wasn't finding these. And I started to worry because, like I said, they are probably some of my favorite Star Wars things because you can set up an entire environment on a bookcase. And it came with Luke and Zach here when they crashed their land speeder, or excuse me, snow speeder. And oh, my sister's sending me. Oh, I sent my sister a video of a dog. Anyway, um, I really like this set. I wish that I could have gotten more. I'm not sure if there was more, but they came. For instance, I think the Probot droid that you see here. Let's see if I can get you a closer view of him. Came with Chewie, and I think Han came with it. Or maybe it was Leia, Luke, and Han. I don't remember. I wish I could tell you. Um, Here's a Tauntaun. I could swear there was a writer for the Tauntaun. I must have dropped him on the floor. Probably never find him again. Let me see if he's over here with the Imperials. Yes, he is. Okay, I found him with the Imperials. He's fraternizing with the enemy. Um, so here's the figure that came. And they do have some limited movement, articulation, such as this arm would go up and down. And the Tauntaun can be moved so that he's like this, or, sorry, I moved him so that he's more straight up and down like that, which obviously doesn't stand up too well. There was a set that came with a Wampa, and I show Luke with his lightsaber. He's getting ready to cut off the Wampa's hand. And there's a rebel with a little laser gun. So as you can see, it's a pretty fun and exciting playset that you can assemble from Star Wars Unleashed. And I like what they did with this snow speeder, that they made this little base here that you could insert the land speeder into. Why do I keep calling it a land speeder? The snow speeder. You can see it's got some damage here from being in storage. I was at my storage facility with my brother and his son. We were over there for a couple hours, hour and a half. And I was very upset to realize that the two other things I was concerned about they're just missing. I have no idea what's happened to them. And one was a box filled with Civil War soldiers, mostly Marks, but also other makers, and like Lido and NPC and things like that. No clue what's happened to it. I thought it was in my storage space. It isn't, so that means it's just gone. Now, my storage space did get robbed the night before I moved out of it back in California. So it could be that he stole that box because I had written on the side of it Civil War soldiers, and he probably thought, oh, cool, and grabbed it. Another thing that's missing that I was hoping to share with you, other than the Civil War soldiers and this, I'm missing some French Foreign Legion soldiers in 172 and some Arabs that came with camels. And I think it was made by Hat, but gosh darn it, I haven't seen them in 20 years, maybe longer, I don't remember. One thing I found in this box, which was kind of weird, because it was the only thing like it in this box, I found this. It's a Cadillac, I think a 1953 Eldorado Cadillac with a Caravan trailer on the back, and it's in 187 scale. Isn't that cool? I think I bought this because I've always entertained the idea that one day I would like to have a train layout. Of course, I have zero room for that. But here we go. I thought this was cool, and I bought it. What's it doing with Star Wars? Is your guess as good as mine? All right, guys. This is made by Hasbro, Star Wars Unleashed, 2006. And it's in 54 millimeter, 132 scale. I think you'll enjoy, if you like Army men like I do, you'll enjoy this quite a bit. And what I do like about it, it's more manageable. Like with the larger figures, this scene that I'm showing here, it wouldn't even fit up here. I was thinking this cardboard that I use as a backdrop actually looks pretty good with this set. Paint some AT-ATs back there and it'd be perfect. So I'll give you a quick view of this without me talking, because I understand that what I say irritates quite a number of you. To give you an idea of how irritating I am, well, you know how irritating I am. Some of you put up with it, and many, many, many do not. And I just talk too much. And you're not here to visit with me. You're here to see this. So let me give it to you. It's the least I can do, especially for those of you who've stuck by me despite all my chitter-chatter. I must have a broken jaw because I can't seem to close it. I spent a great time of my grade school years sitting outside because the teacher would throw me out of the classroom for talking. What is that? What's that? Oh, it's a skeleton of some sort. Yikes. Of a tauntaun. That's pretty gruesome. Let's show you this guy. So each of the sets came with multiple things to them. So you'd buy one set and it would have like 3 or 4 items in it. It was pretty cool. Let's close this so you see that. Now I think this is just about the right scale for my regular sized AT-AT, and I'm going to use this when I create my Hoth diorama, and I'll use this for the scene where the AT-AT is going to squash Luke's snowspeeder. I said it right that time. Okay, guys, that's all I got for this one. What I'm going to do next is show you the Imperials. That'll be the next video. Also, for those of you who cannot tolerate my videos, I think I'm at the end of my storage. I brought over 4. Let me see. I brought over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 totes. And as far as I know, that's the end of it. I thought I had more, but I was mistaken. So in one of the boxes is a Britain's detail castle, Knights of the Sword castle. And I don't actually care for it too much. And all the pieces are missing. I do have the pieces, but they're not with the castle. They're spread out over a whole bunch of totes because I have discovered them, such as the main gate and flags and stuff like that. So I do have it. I just don't have it with the fortress itself. So I think I should be filming this by the end of September or October. And then the next items I will have will be from my brother, who spoils me rotten at Christmas time. But the reason I'm able to present the last of it to you before the year is out is courtesy of my brother and his son, who worked very hard today to clear my storage out so I could organize it. It was a mess. You should have seen it. Everything, I piled up boxes and they all caved in and fell over, and it just was not a good situation. Anyway, that's it for the Hoth playset figures from the Hasbro's Star Wars Unleashed. I want to thank those of you who've been sticking with me. I think I've had like 100,000 views, and the ones that have subscribed are like a select guard, because there's only 625 of you. And so that means Iggy's not doing a very good job. Or the 625 of you have hearing impairment and so are not bothered by some of the goofy stuff I say. All right, that's it. What should we do after this video, guys? We went to the Woolworth's luncheon counter and we got a milkshake. We've done that already. Let's try something different. Since we have a tauntaun here, why don't we all go to the zoo and get some popcorn or cotton candy, depending if you're a sweet tooth or a salty guy, and just walk around. That's kind of fun. It smells kind of funny, but you get used to it after a while. I imagine if you took a bunch of human beings and put them in a zoo, that they would be pretty ripe also. I talked to someone who lived in a village not far from Dachau, and they said that when the wind blew, they could smell them. And that wasn't even officially a death camp. That was a camp set up for political prisoners, and they also had a few Russian prisoners there. They did torture some people with medical experiments, so that's pretty hideous. And quite a number of people actually died there. I went to Dachau in person, and I was impressed by how industrial it seemed. And, well, I don't want to talk about it. That's just a downer for everyone. And it upsets me because Hitler, by doing that, has sullied Germans' reputation. And I think Germans are awesome people. And I really loved Germany when I was there. And it makes me feel bad that there's that history. I don't know what to say now. I shouldn't have ever brought that up. I'm so sorry. I think we were doing better when I said we should go and get some popcorn at the zoo. I'd like to leave you on a happy note. So, what I'll say is that you've seen